hello everyone. My name is Amritha Yuningtyas Harjuni Serang, and I'm student College of English Education Study Program, 5th semester in IAIN Fatahulumulu, Papua. Today, I'm gonna explain about theme and setting in poetry. So first, I would like to tell you about theme. The theme of poem lies in the meaning of the story it tells. It is tempting to think of a theme as the subject of the poem, but this is not always the case. Many poems have more than one theme, and they are closely related to the feelings the poet is trying to convey. For this reason, themes in poetry are as varied as the ups and downs we experience in life. So there are some types of theme in poetry that I will explain. First is love and attachment. Love may possibly be the most popular theme in poetry because love is complex emotion that resonates with readers. Love is usually coupled with another theme of the poem, such as love lost, true love, the love of parent, or even the love of certain type of food or animal. The love of nature is theme seen in many of Henry David Thoreau's poems, including one titled, I Am the Autumnal Sun. The poem as follows, sometimes a mortal feels in himself nature, not his father but his mother stirs within him, and he becomes immortal with her immortality. Love is a topic that any aspiring or professional poet can write about because we all have experienced it in one form or another. And the second types of a theme in poetry is tragedy and loss. Poems sometimes tell a story, and they are not always stories with happy endings. In fact, many are quite the opposite. Tragedy and loss are types of themes in poetry. The subjects of these poems may be war, divorce, heartbreak, a friend moving away, or even death. One of the most famous poems about death is Emily Dickinson's Because I Could Not Stop for Death. That is the title, in which she describes her grave. The poem as follows, we pause before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. The third types of theme in poetry is God and spirituality. God, heaven, and spirituality are common themes in poems. In fact, the Bible holds some of the world's most famous poems. Spirituality is a very personal thing, and that is why many poets find it a good theme for their poetry. Such themes may touch on what happens during or after death, the meaning of faith, free will versus destiny, or deities. In the first stanza of Batter My Heart, three persons God, Holy Sonnet 14. John Donne makes a plea to God. The poem, this is the poem. Batter my heart, three persons God, for you as yet but knock, breathe, shine, and seek to mend, that I may rise and stand all through me, and bend you forced to break, blow, burn, and make me new. And the last of the theme in poetry is milestones and memorize. Some poems are about the events and memories that make life so poignant, such as a baby's first birthday, a special holiday, a favorite season, or simply the passing of time. Other themes in this category type include lessons learned from historical events, whether major world events or simply something in the poet's own history, like the time he hit a home run at the championship game or even the time he lost one shoe. Poems are not always solemn and humorous. Poems are always fun to analyze. Jack Prelutsky is an American writer known for his humorous children's poems. One of his most popular poems is about a nose. The poem as follows. Be glad your nose is on your face, not passed on some other place. For if it were where it is not, you might dislike your nose a lot. And next, I would like to tell you about setting. Setting is the time and place or when and where of the story. It's a literary element of literature used in novels, short stories, plays, film, and etc. and usually introduced during the exposition beginning of the story, along with the characters. The setting may also include the environment of the story, which can be made up of the physical location, climate, weather, or social and cultural surroundings. There are various ways the time and place indicate setting. Time can cover many areas such as characters' time of life, the time of day, time of year, time periods such as the past, present, or future, and etc. Place also covers a lot of areas such as certain building, room in a building, country, city, beach, in a mode of transport such as a car, bus, boat, indoors or out, and etc. The setting of a story can change throughout the plot. The environment includes geographical location such as beach or mountains, the climate and weather, and the social or cultural aspects such as schools, theater, meeting, club, and etc. I would like to tell you the example of setting. This is from Goblin Market. This is Goblin Market by Christina Rossetti. In this well-loved poem, Rossetti uses a very interesting example of setting. The poem takes place, at least in part, in a goblin market among goblins and their goods. It is a long poem, as most narrative poems are. It reaches 28 stanzas. These are all of the different lengths but come together to form a very interesting story. Follows the story of two sisters, Laura and Lizzie. The former decides to follow the sounds of Goblin Market and Lizzie trails along behind. Consider these lines. Look, Lizzie, down the glen tramp little man. One holds a basket, one bears a place, one lacks a golden dish of many pounds weight. How fair the vine must grow whose grapes are so luscious! How warm the must blow through those fruit passes! Here Laura exclaims over the market excitedly, telling Lizzie about everything she sees. This is a skillful way for writer to convey the setting to the reader, rather than telling them directly what this place is like. They have a character to it. This makes the exposition flow directly into the main storyline. So that's all from me about the theme and setting in poetry, and I can conclude that theme is the lesson or message of the poem that is the writer or artist wants to convey. Themes can feature in poetry, a short story, novel, or even a work of art. Theme is important because it can get more emotional and interesting to reader. Either way, without themes, most poems do not have a purpose, while setting is when and where a story takes place. This could be a real place or someone completely fictional. The setting is important because it allows the writer to transport the reader to a new location. Without information about the social customs, time, year, place, and etc., it's going to be hard for readers to get connected to the story. I think that's all for me about setting and theme in poetry. If I have a lot of mistake, I do apologize. I hope my material will be useful for you. And thank you for watching my video, and see you again in the next time. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.